Hello, good day, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all grade 11 practical research 1 students. We are in APA citation, in-text and reference citation. Again, I'm Dr. Annabeth Lopez. All right, our expectations as you have known, find comfortable place, get ready with your notebook and pen, and submit your output through your practical research notebook. So our goal is to cite related literature using standard style. Now, first, let us read each statement carefully. Write C if the citation is correct and W if it's not correct. Write your answers on your notebook. Number 1, Amade S. Mahmoud M. Jabu B. and Tamir S. to 2018 Integrating Technology in English Language Teaching, Global Experiences and Lessons for Indonesia, International Journal of English Linguistics, 8, Volume 8, Number 6, 107, 2, pages 107 to 114, retrieve at https://voi.org 10.5539, IGL that V8 and 6P 107. So, please read it silently na lang and answer it if it's cited properly or not. If not, W. If correct, C. I'll give you at least 10 minutes to answer that. You can pause and play naman this video. So let's move forward. A little introduction. In the previous lesson, you have learned about the types of plagiarism and how to paraphrase. Now, you are ready to use in-text and reference citation style. The American Psychological Association or APA referencing style is the most commonly used referencing style in the field of referencing. Right. So, however, this is not the only referencing style available. There are Chicago Manual of Style or CMOS, Modern Language Association Style or MLA, Modern Humanities Research Association or MHRA, or American Sociological Association or ASA, and the like. But in the meantime, your focus is on APA. Your focus is on APA. So, APA, but the 6th edition manual style. Okay, let us read and paraphrase the following statement. Write your answer on your notebook. Paraphrase again. So, number 1, adult education as a new trend in developing the competency of the adult learners in the fourth industrial revolution necessitates for its implementation globally. Let us have our review. Number 2, teachers is the cornerstone of a progressive and globalized nation. 3, the exercise of conducting the research is an imperative for educators. 4, adult education is lifelong learning for it promoted a continuous process wherein learners continuously learn things that were beneficial to what is needed. Number 5, adult education is life-wide for it exceeds through various learning areas. Okay, let us have the misadventures of Bok and Nonoy again. Is this the APA 6th edition? This is the real APA 6th edition format. Nothing more, nothing less. Let us have a brief introduction of APA. Have you ever heard the APA or APA? It is neither a yoga style nor a Filipino translation of cone or APA. Like Bok, you have mistakenly interpreted it as such. But anyway, the acronym stands for the American Psychological Association Citation Style. I am sure you have heard this during your junior high school years. This lesson will have an in-depth discussion on this citation style, and in the end, you will have the skill in using it in your research. There are two things you need to remember in using APA. First, it is used as an in-text citation, and second, it is used in reference citation. Let us begin on in-text citation. The in-text citation is a reference citation that is made within the body of the text or essay. Waikato Institute of Technology 2010. The main question now is, when are we going to use in-text citation? Practically, we use in-text citations every time we quote, summarize, and paraphrase statements, informations, and ideas that came from others. It is a scholarly acknowledgement through giving credit who stipulated the ideas and concepts. Now, for in-text citation with single author only, isa lang yung author, use in the beginning. Fernandez, example yan, Fernandez 2020 stressed that proper citation has to be observed among novice researchers. O, ayan yung single author lang. Yung Fernandez 2020 stressed that proper citation. Ibig sabihin, gumamit siya ng bagay na sinasabi ni Fernandez at kung kailan sinabi ni Fernandez at kung ano yung sinabi niya. Pinaraphrase niya yon before niyang isulat yung sinabi ni Fernandez. Yan yung in-text citation with single author. Kapag yung in-text citation naman natin with single author, use at the end naman. In-text citation siya with single author, use at the end, pwedeng ganito siya. Proper usage of citation styles promotes integrity among novice researchers. So, ganun lang din. Fernandez 2020, kaya lang sa dulo naman siya ginamit. So, depende yun sa pagbabasa ng idea mo kung bigyan mo siya ng stress at the first or at the end. How about if the writer wanted to indicate the title of the source? Anong gagawin nyo if you want to indicate the title of the source? Of course, you can do it. However, title has to be in quotation marks. So, like example, with article title ito. In Fernandez 2020 article, plagiarism, ayan yung title niya. Ayan yung title niya. Writer's crime. Yan yung title. Stress that proper citation has to be observed among novice researchers. Another example, in Fernandez 2020 book, The Secrets of Plagiarism, discuss on ways plagiarism can be avoided. In some cases, the title of book, articles, proceedings, journal articles, and the like are italicized. However, when you italize the title, omit the quotation marks. Now, in-text citation without quotation naman. In Fernandez 2020 book, The Secrets of Plagiarism, discussed on ways plagiarism can be avoided. Pwede rin naman yan kung without quotation. Yan. Pwede yung ganyang style. Can we use citation in the middle? Yes, it is a common practice to see citation at the beginning or at the end of the reference statement. However, there are instances that citation appears in the middle of the cited statement. Kapag nasa middle of the statement, pwedeng ganito. Fernandez 2020 attested that citation can be used only at the beginning and of the sentence, whereas Muñez 2020 claimed otherwise. Yan. Another example, conduct of research enables novice researchers to deal on practical aspect of education by Fernandez 2020, as well as the theoretical foundations of different philosophies. So, when do we use et al. In our situation? Et al. Is a Latin term for et alia, which means and others. This is used when you have multiple authors. Multiple authorship is authorship composed of 6 or more authors. Thus, when you have less than 6 authors, you need to write their surname. If you use in-text citation at the beginning, just connect their surname with a comma, and, however, if it is at the end of the statement, you connect the author's surname with the use of comma and ampersand. In text citation with 3 authors beginning, Fernandez, Muñoz, and Valencia, 2020, attested that citation can be used only at the beginning and end of the statement. Ayan, pag tatlo ng authors, and sa beginning mo siya ilalagay, ganyan yung itsura niya. Kapag yung authors naman ay nasa end, ganun lang din. So, it was attested that citation can be used only at the beginning and end of the statement. Ilalagay lang yung mga authors at the end. And then, in-text citation naman with 6 authors at the end. Ayun, may et al. Lang siya, tapos yung year. It was attested that citation can be used only at the beginning and end of the statement. Fernandez et al. 2020. What if you have two or more authors with similar facts or information? In dealing with this scenario, all of them are placed on the same parentheses. However, they are separated with a semicolon. Likewise, author's name has to be listed in alphabetical order. Paano ginagawa yan? Multiple entry with similar information. It was attested that citation can be used only at the beginning and end of the statement. So sila, may pare-parehas sila ng idea. Iba-iba yung author. Pare-parehas ng idea, iba-iba yung author. So, pwede mo siyang gawin ng ganito. Fernandez, 2020, semicolon, Muñez, 2019, semicolon, Valencia and Montemayor, 2018. So, what if naman yung idea that you're going to cite was already cited by an author? In circumstance like this, it can be done in two ways. In text citation, already cited by an author. Ayan, Montemayor, as cited in Fernandez 2020, that citation can be used only at the beginning and end of the statement. So, sinasite mo si Montemayor na sinabi ni Montemayor sa study niya tungkol kay Fernandez 2020. Another example, Montemayor 2001 attested that citation can be used only at the beginning and end of the statement as cited in Pitt 2020. How about when you are going to cite a website article without authorship or organizational author? If you're going to cite a website article without authorship, you need to use the web page title or a few words of the title in the parentheses. Sample. In text citation using website article without author. So walang author pero meron siyang year. Man in Need, 2020. Eating healthy foods gives us more time for our loved ones. So ang ibig sabihin lang yan, eh, just use the web page title or few words of the title in the parentheses. Another example, eating healthy foods gives us more time for our loved ones. Man in Need 2020. How about page number? Are we going to include it? Many of the in-text citations omit page numbers. However, it is encouraged to declare even the page number. Aside from it, this adds credibility to your sources if you are going to declare it. In-text citation with page number. Per Hernandez 2020, eating healthy foods gives us more time for our loved ones. Page 1999. In-text citation using paragraph number. According to Fernandez 2020, eating healthy foods gives us more time to our loved ones. Paragraph 99. Another example, it was highlighted that eating healthy foods gives us more time for our loved ones. Fernandez 2020, paragraph 1919. After learning how in-text citation is done, let us move on to reference citation. This provides authority to your statements by providing your readers access to those sources. Likewise, it is an acknowledgement of the information you have brought out on your research. Of course, in-text citations need to appear in the reference section of your paper. So, itong in-text citation na ginagawa nyo, every time that you are telling something or an idea, you quote, you make a um you of course give credit to their names by putting on the proper in-text citation. So we have given the examples. Now we are proceeding for the reference section. The reference section, of course, is the wherein the readers will you will provide access to all the sources you have considered in your research because we have used the APA 6th edition citation style in your in-text citation. We use also APA 6th edition reference style in your reference entry. However, this only limited to the reference citations you will be using on your study. These are reference citation on books, journals, online sources, and thesis and dissertations in single authorship, multiple authorship without author and date. So this is an example of reference citation style. For the books, Fernandez, D.V. 2020, Quest for Happiness, uh, Fern Publishing Company Press. If you can notice the structure of this, the author's name, surname muna, tapos first letter of the name, tas middle initial, then followed by a period or the time. After that, the date of publication, and then a period are included. Next is the title of the book. Remember that the whole title is italicized, and the first letter is capitalized. There is an exemption. All proper names are capitalized. After the title, write the publishing company. So, pag single author naman, pag nag-reference style kayo, author muna. Again, the date of publication. Sa author's name, yung last name niya muna, tapos initial name and middle initial. Then, date of publication, period, tapos yung title niya italicized, and then place ng publication and sino yung publisher. Kapag naman authorship reached to 5, you are going to use et al. Thus, book with 1 to 5 authorship takes the usual format. Ito siya naman. Kapag 3 authors naman, Fernandez DV, Muñez EM, and Fernandez YM 2020, Quest for Happiness New Year Fern Publishing Company. Ganon din naman, ang ano lang, yung 5 authors, isa lang yung ilalagay tapos et al. Pero pag 3 authors, babanggitin mo pa rin sila lahat and the same format ng mga nauna. And note, each author is joined with comma. Before the last author, there is a comma and andam person. 6 or more authors. Fernandez DV et al. 2020, Quest for Happiness, New York Fern Publishing Company Press. Ayan yung sinasabi natin kanina. After the first author, the word et al. Is attached. The Latin term means et alia, which means and others. Thus, it represents the others authors of the book. Journal article, single author. Fernandez DV 2020, Live Experiences of Students Engage Community Services. Journal for Young Filipino, 44, page 44, 6, paragraph 8895 DOI. Yan. If you notice, it is similar to the reference citation for book. However, what makes it different is that it includes the journal publication. First letter of the word is capitalized, then followed by volume, issue, and page number and digital object identifier or DOI. Remember two things. First is that journal publication is italicized, and second, if DOI is not present, you can just omit that part. Like, for example, Fernandez DB 2020, Live Experiences of Students Engaged Community Services. So, nandyan yung journal, publication niya, nandyan yung kung kailan in-issue, ano yung volume, page number, and digital object identifier, ibig sabihin ng DOI. Kapag 3 authors, Fernandez DB, Muñez EM, and Fernandez PYM 2020. Live Experiences of Students Engaged Community Services, Journal for Young Filipino. For the volume 44, number 6, issued as 44, volume 688 to 95 pages, and DOI number. 6 or more authors, the same, ganun lang din. Thesis and dissertation naman, yan, same ng format ng apelido at name, at year, tapos title of the thesis or dissertation. And then lagay mo kung published or unpublished master's thesis siya and place kung saan siya pinublish. Bataan Peninsula State University, Philippines. This citation for thesis or dissertation follows the same format with books. It starts with the author, date published, title of the thesis or dissertation. Take note that the title needs to be italicized. Then, there is parentheses. Inside it is the description of what reference is being cited. It is a master's thesis or dissertation. Last part is the institution where it is made and the location of the institution. Commonly, writers write the country. Number 4 is online sources. These are articles from credible website. So you're going to do this. Fernandez DV 2020, Reading Comprehension and Graphic Novel, retrieved from then the HTTPS website. Notice that on the last part of the entry, it includes the link where the article was retrieved. Remember not to put period at the end of the entry. Remember, when you make a reference list, it should be arranged in alphabetical order using the first letter of the surname. So examine carefully the APA in-text and reference citation. Write C if it is correct and W if it's not correct. Write your answers on your notebook. So number 1, 2, 3, and so 4 and 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. You can post and play this as you answer if this is correct or incorrect. And then another thing is you are going to write down the correct APA 6th edition format of the reference and in-text citations of the following. Write your answers on your notebook. So that would be all. Thank you very much. Submit your output through your practical research notebook. So always be prepared for your short quiz. So like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much.